Baylee Woodby. I'm going to talk to you about anxiety and what it can do to a person. Have you ever really thought about what anxiety is and how it can affect your life? As someone who struggles with anxiety on a daily basis, I show empathy for those who also struggle the same way I do. We have all experienced anxiety in some type of way, whether we realize it or not. Many Americans are unaware of what exactly anxiety is and what it can do to a person mentally, physically, and emotionally, and how one can deal with it and cope with it. I would like to discuss what anxiety can do to a person and how you can cope with it. On dictionary.com, there are two definitions given that define anxiety, and I would like to include the first one being distress or uneasiness of the mind caused by fear of danger or misfortune. So that basically just means that your mind isn't able to focus because of a certain fear that's in your mind. The second definition says that earnest but tense desire, eagerness, explaining that you desire something but it makes you stress the more and more you think about it. An article that I read explains that anxiety is very common and is simply put the feeling of fear or panic. Another article states that anxiety is an emotion that is characterized by an unpleasant state of inner confusion and uncertainty. Now that we have a basic understanding of what anxiety is, let's discuss the effects of anxiety. An interesting fact that I found from the National Institute of Mental Health says that anxiety disorders affect approximately 40 million adults between the age of 18 to 54, and that only includes those who have actually been diagnosed. There's probably millions of other people that have not been to the doctor and have not been confirmed of having anxiety. Anxiety can affect a person's mentality through the amygdala and hippocampus. The amygdala is believed to be a communication port between where incoming sensory signals are processed and where they are interpreted. So it's almost like a cell phone tower. The amygdala can alert your brain that there may be a threat present, and that will then trigger a fear or an anxiety response. Anxiety can even affect a person in a physical way, too, by triggering your fight or flight response system. When your fight or flight response system is triggered, that means that your system is being flooded with norepinephrine and cortisol.
We got it.
Okay. And cortisol are hormones that are actually give a boost to one's perception, reflexes, and speed when in a dangerous situation. Physically, anxiety can and will increase your heart rate, get more blood to your muscles, and get more air into your lungs and prepare you for whatever threat that is coming your way. Anxiety can also affect a person emotionally, meaning that one's happiness may be in trouble. Anxiety is commonly known as an emotional disorder. Even though people may feel things such as an irritation, anger, or a sadness, anxiety does in fact represent an emotional state, which leads to a lack of happiness, which therefore leads to depression. Anxiety can cause emotional fatigue, meaning that people can become fatigued emotionally by having negative responses. It is common to feel sad or emotionally numb when dealing with negative responses. It is said that anxiety itself does not cause issues, but the emotions that are caused after having the intense anxiety is. One thing that's not getting enough attention when it comes to anxiety is how to cope with it. An article from the magazine Real Simple from Dr. Robert Lee provides us with 10 ways that we can try and use to help us cope with anxiety. Some of his best points are don't fight the craziness, recognize false alarms, and set aside worry time, and take your hand off the horn, breathe in and breathe out, and make peace with time. Dr. Lee says that one of the most important and proactive ways of coping with anxiety is just to think about different ways to organize our thoughts and make them less jumbled and more effective. Another article that I found from wedmd.com mentioned that some important actions to take in order to help cope with anxiety are to challenge your negative thoughts and learning to relax and just breathe in and out. There are certain medications offered that can help people cope with anxiety. Antidepressants are the most commonly prescribed medications used in order to keep anxiety under control. Anxiety is a mental, physical, and emotional issue that can be difficult to manage, especially since it is an issue that not many people fully understand or know how to deal with it. The lack of awareness towards what anxiety is, how it can affect you, and how to cope with it is almost frightening considering the number and percentage of people in the U.S. and the world who battle with it. Anxiety is something that people tend to just skip over as they think that it is something that comes with life or their career. However, anxiety is so much more, and it can be dealt with in very simple ways as long as you're able to break it down and focus in on what your needs are.